pounce on it for a big turnover.
Here comes the Huskies offense back on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Quick throw to his receiver. And is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's running out of time here. The pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Incomplete, a huge fourth down stand by this defense. Here comes the Ucon offense back on the field now. The offense starts with a short field. Play action here on first down. Quick throw, testing the middle. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. So a field goal attempt coming up now. This will be a 46-yard attempt. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Returner looking to make a play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And UConn's offense is back out there. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. It's a run. Running back's got it. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Back to throw. It's Marchuk. Pressure is coming. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, the advantage there obviously was with the defense on 3rd down and long. And they do a good job of taking away things downfield, but, man, you got to account for the quarterback taking off and running. Nobody does, so he gets big yards, and now he gives the offense a chance here on 4th down.
The returner is brought down. It's a start with the next drive. The USF offense is back out there now. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Short connection to the tight end here.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
1st down and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Taking a shot here, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through it.
Brought down to the 22. It's a 1st down, very near the red zone now. Bulls looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
They're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. You get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. He made good on his 1st attempt. This one is from 40 yards away. Long enough and good. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Here comes the Huskies offense back on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touch.
not fast. Nobody was secondary.
To stretch the lead, the route is on. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Went after, up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time.
He's going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big game. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Well, Kirk, Ucon has the lead here. And with 3 quarters in the books with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And he'll set up to throw. The pass rush closing in. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back, looking for his big tight end. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Downfield and incomplete, a 4th down stop. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's the 2nd down play. Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. Handoff as he try to work the clock here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Back to pass. It's Marchup. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 50 yards away. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down play coming up for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's hit as he throws it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Testing the defense with a throw downfield.